Hi, I'm David Hallman. You might remember me. I've been stuck in Logan, West Virginia for the past 3 months, and I'll be here until August 15th. I wanted to make a video entering the Sofa King Funny Fest, even though I can't really go to a club or anything out in the middle of here because I'm so busy. The video following this introduction was taken in an office filmed by another comedian friend of mine that I've made up here named Aaron Stone. I really hope you enjoy it, and I hope you'll consider me for the next round. Thank you for your time. Enjoy! Hello, my name is David Hallman, and if you haven't noticed, I don't have a microphone, which is really weird for me, because normally, being a stand-up comedian, you have this whole little thing where you can, move it around, or you got this in your hand, you don't have to worry about what you're doing with your hands. And some people might call it a crutch if you hold it like this, but it's really awkward. So just know that if I ever do this while we're going through these jokes, that's just me saying, I don't know what to do with my hands. But I come from a little town called Aiken, South Carolina, where I go to college, and my dad runs the college, actually. He's the chancellor of USCA. And being the chancellor, he gets a lot of important phone calls, but the problem is we sound the same on the phone. So whenever I answer the phone, it's immediately, hello, Tom? I've handled this enough that I know what to do. I'm just going to roll my eyes and say, yes. And instantly they're like, we got a problem, Tom. And I say, okay, here's what you do. Find my son with a helicopter, take him to Disney World. I'm never getting to Disney World, folks, because they hang up every time. I don't know what I'm going to do. People act like it's a big deal when they find out that my dad is the chancellor of the school. And it's always the students, because it's as though I've just said I'm Harry Potter, because they're just freaking out. You're David Hallman? I don't know why it's a big deal. And immediately after that, there's a historical building on the campus. It's called the Pickens Sally House, and it was the house of Sally Pickens, and they've turned it into an office building. I'm apparently the only one that knows that, because all the other students think I live there with my family. So they always ask me that right after, you're Tom Hallman's son. And I always have to say, no, we don't live there. But I've gotten to the point where I don't care anymore, and I say, yeah, we live there. And we're having a banquet for the freshmen tonight. You should totally come by it. And I sit there, because there's a perfect place to sit right across the way from it. And I sit there and I wait and I watch as 15 freshmen show up, dressed up real nice, with nowhere to go. Is that me? I don't care. I like movies and I like acting, so of course I must like movie actors by association. I don't know how that works. But Liam Neeson is my favorite. Have you ever seen him in Taken? It's a great movie. It's an hour and a half of him throat punching crackheads and terrorists. No, I'm serious. It's great because, just, and then he picks up a gun, and you're like, all hell's gonna break loose. But he throat punches them with the gun. What are you doing? It's a hunk of metal for him. It doesn't shoot anything. But he's doing all this to save his daughter from some trafficking ring because she went somewhere by herself. And I'm gonna show this movie to my kids when they start complaining that they don't get to go anywhere on their own. And I'm just be like, you see that? See how Liam Neeson saved them? Daddy can't do that. Daddy's gonna have to make less whiny kids. That's what I'm gonna show them before they're 18. After they're 18, I'm probably gonna show them the human centipede. Which, if you don't know what that is, you still got some purity in life. Don't Google it. You will regret it for the rest of your life. Oh my. I worry constantly about what's going to happen when I have kids. Because I was the nerdiest guy ever growing up. So I'm worried that my kids are going to be popular. And they're going to come up to me with problems like, hey Dad, what do you do when the liquor store guy takes your fake ID? Hey Dad, what do you do when 5 different girls ask you to prom? And I'm going to be like, that never happened to me. I didn't get invited to parties, you know? Which I'm glad, because I watch a lot of horror films. And how did they all start out? Some popular kid is throwing a party, and someone crazy shows up and murders everybody. And you know what? I like to think I survived that. Thank you very much.